Welcome to Season 1, Episode 3 of Pennsylvania Tavern Talk. I'm your host, Chuck Moran, and I'm also the Executive Director for the Pennsylvania Licensed Beverage and Tavern Association. In today's episode, we're coming from the boardroom of the Pennsylvania Tavern Association to start a series of videos called Getting To Know PaTaverns. In this episode, we're going to talk about association governance. That's coming up next on Pennsylvania Tavern Talk. Okay, now let's talk about governance. First, the PLBTA is a specialty society within the hospitality space. We represent family-owned small business, taverns, bars, and licensed restaurants, and are considered the political voice for them at the state capitol. Many call us organized taverns. We do have some members who may be a club or another type of business that sells adult beverages, but overwhelmingly, we organize and represent neighborhood bars for political reasons. In 2019, the association felt a need to go in a new direction. Part of our reorganization was a rewrite of our bylaws, including governance. Without governance, you don't have an association. It tells the executive director and the board and the members how the association will be run. It's very important. Governance is one of the most important aspects of running an association. Now, before I get into governance, do me a favor. Subscribe to this channel below, give this video a like, and smash that bell so that you'll be notified when we put up new materials. Getting back to governance, let me say that the PLBTA is a form of democracy. Every R, H, and E licensee member has both voice and vote in our organization through your board members. Today, we use a formula to determine how many board members the association should have. Roughly, for every board member, we want 100 members. And we also want board members from across the state. Now, the board does have some flexibility to increase the board size for strategic reasons if it chooses to do so. Our board meets 4 times a year to develop our legislative agenda and to set policy. In between meetings, if necessary, our bylaws allow for the executive committee to make decisions on behalf of the full board. The executive committee are the 3 board officers. I want to point out that as the executive director, I do not have vote during these meetings. My job is to facilitate the meeting, including providing research on different issues that may be discussed. I do have assistance from our lobbyist, John Nikoloff of ERG Partners as well. However, the day-to-day operational decisions are made by me. Our board takes a very close look at the issues and the inside baseball up at the state capitol that comes into play for every issue that we deal with. Plus, they understand the need for Tavern Pack and they support it. In other words, they fully understand the secret sauce that's required to have any type of success up at the state capitol, whether you're on offense or defense. Now, I want to discuss how a bar owner becomes part of our statewide board of directors. But first, thank you to all of our members out there. Without you, there is no association, and we're happy to keep you in the loop with member-only communications so that you're ahead of the game. Non-members, it's time for you to get in the game. Join today at www.pataverns.com. Again, help your industry have a stronger voice by joining at www.pataverns.com. And when you do, you'll unlock many great benefits to help you run your business. Now back to the show. You're probably wondering how one becomes a member of our board of directors. There's some requirements. First, the prospective member must be either an R, H, or E licensee, and they must have been a member of our association for the previous 12 months. Second, the prospective board member must provide a resume and a statement of reason why they want to join our board of directors. Third, the prospective board member must also provide a letter of recommendation from either a state senator or a state representative. And fourth, the prospective board member must be interviewed by the full board at one of our quarterly board meetings where a vote will be held. We know that's a challenge, but we want board members who are up to a challenge. We really want board members who can see the big picture and put their individual needs to the side for the good of all members. We want strategic thinkers who work well together. And we want board members who aren't afraid to pick up the phone and have a chat with their state representative or state senator when an issue comes up. I can sum up everything by saying we want board members who are true team players. And it's through this method that the Tavern Association has built a board of directors that is a true reflection of those that we represent at the state capitol. We know from membership studies that our average member has 16 employees, full-time and part-time. We know that they also have less than 100 seats. Your board of directors is a true reflection of that. We have board members whose businesses have been owned by generations and passed down. We have board members who have started off as bartenders and have moved their way up to tavern owner. They are all a true reflection of small business, family-owned taverns, bars, and licensed restaurants. Well, that's it for governance, and this is where we're going to end this video. I look forward to bringing you the next part of this series, Getting to Know PA Taverns, when we cover the role of members. Until next time, I'm Chuck Moran, wishing your glass is always full. Taverns out.